play each other. We're not in the same league, and we never will be because the leagues don't compete with each other.
We play in the USL League One, which is in the U.S. soccer system. Kind of think of it as Major League Soccer, USL Championship, and then USL League One right below that.
Okay, and how does that compare to what league CFC is in?
I honestly don't know what league they are in. I think they've been trying to find a league, and I think they just joined a new league. I'm not sure.
We hosted a soccer summit here in Chattanooga in March of 2018. Brought together all these teams that were at the table with NISA in the NPSL, other independent leagues, and said, like, what are we going to do? None of us want to join this other league, the USL, but we want to band together and move together in a single direction. And so we decided to start our own league, affectionately known as NPSL Pro at the time, and so we got about a year into that process, and then all of a sudden NISA rises up out of the ashes, and not only that, but they had 3 or 4 really solid ownership groups involved, and so we decided to throw our hat in with NISA as well, along with Detroit City and Oakland Roots, and we have enormous respect for both of those ownership groups. I can tell you a little bit. The USL, which is the league that the Red Wolves are in, always wanted us to join their league as Chattanooga Football Club, and we declined for every year they asked us for about 6 years, and I think they saw our existence as a threat to their business model. So if we can survive as an independent club, then you don't need a franchise model. Why buy an Applebee's if you can have Tremont? And so we had a great Tremont going, and so we didn't need the Applebee's.
The Red Wolves have been in existence just about over a year. I think 2018. This is our first season. I mean, they play soccer. I think that's probably the extent of it for me. Being in a different league, we'll never play each other. We'll never compete for the same championship.
They're offering the same product as we've been offering for 10 years. And we're also competitors with the Lookouts. And we're also competitors now that we play in the fall with UTC football.
There are other teams. There's another soccer team. There's a baseball team. There's a college. There's local youth teams. There's a lot going on sports-wise in Chattanooga. So, putting on a professional event in all aspects is how we're trying to be a step above.
What they're doing is very different than what we're doing. So while people can spend their money however they want to spend their money, we do believe that we're offering a different and more compelling product than what they're offering. We've done a really good job, I think, of building a solid foundation of a fan base, and what I think our next challenge is finding the other 15,000 people who showed up for that national final. Who are those people, and how do we get them back to 1, 2, 3 games a year instead of 1 game every 5, 10 years? And then we want to win a championship. We've always been the runner-up 4 times in the NPSL, and so you can't go into any season thinking that you're going to get knocked out at some point. You got to go in believing that we can win this. And so we just need to keep going into every season expecting to win, and one of these years we're going to win it.
If you were to drive by East Ridge, you would see it yourself, but the hope is, sometime next year to be playing in a brand new soccer-specific stadium, first of its kind in Chattanooga. We still get people that walk in our doors and say, I didn't know there was a professional soccer team here. So this is the first year. We've got to start, just growing and building, and that takes time. How did I look?
I know.
I hate this stuff.
Dude, you killed it though.